good evening one, good evening all. Welcome back. We are here carrying on our playthrough of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. And after a rather difficult confrontation that we had with the sergeant, we are now escorting a wandering bard back towards town. The chat box is over in that direction. Get your comments in there as best you can. Good evening to you, Avian. See you there saying you made it and how goes things today. Okay, actually, I was meant to be in the office and then all trains got cancelled, so I had to work from home. I woke up at 5 AM for no reason. I am not happy. So, never mind. Let's get back into the game. What's what you got to say, mate? What have you got to say?
Yeah, even if you try to live a serious life, you're still going to have ups and downs. That's why living a life on a whim and taking it easy is the best way to go.
Okay, so taking it easy is the way to go, apparently. And I actually agree with that. I really do. It's nice. So we'll head back towards town. Now, I want to be careful because I don't want to fight those birds. They're far too tanky. They take way too much damage. They give too much damage. And they're pitiful for experiences. But these ones, I'll fight them all day. Yeah, as you say, it's good to work from home, but it's bad to be, it's bad to be up early. It's very irritating. Oh, cool. Right, we're actually controlling the bard. What's his attack?
Take that!
Oh, he's a gunner. Well, that's useful. That's cool. Oh, no. That's not cool that you're not feeling well. Sorry to hear that, Avian. That's not good at all.
Alright, we're good to go.
Yep. Hearing Johnny Young Bosch going, alright, we're good to go. He's giving me vibes of Yu Narukami in Persona 4. Oh, hang on. So I don't know if it's just me, but this music is way too jazzy. That's like, you know, that's that vibes, you know, like the menu music in Gran Turismo 4. It's a bit too jazzy and upbeat for what it is. Not that I'm complaining.
Piece of cake.
Ah, so you got a teammate bringing their child into the office. You don't want to pass anything on. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, absolutely. You know, yeah, don't make anyone sick around you. I completely agree with that. Oh, you absolute swunt. I did not need that. In fact, because I can't be bothered fighting these guys, I'm gonna escape. I've not really lost anything in that fight apart from a little bit of experience.
Seems you came up short.
Let's keep moving. And now we're back in town. Or are we? No, we're at the highway for East Bose. I got the feeling that's the wrong way. So this is Bose, is it? It's much more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no?
Whoa, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in LaBeryl?
I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. Right, Olivier, stop mocking the way I travel.
I had a guidebook before raising girls.
You pompous prick.
One published by your very own Liberal News, no less.
A guidebook? Did he really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So, do you intend to go shopping at the Bose market now?
Yep. And after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town.
Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place.
The Anaros, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say.
Indeed. No doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it.
But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go with a full-course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar and a day over this.
Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills.
Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you?
Can you actually earn mirror with that crap?
Oh, Estelle's jealous. Look at that face, people. Estelle's jealous of the singing and dancing making money, and Estelle's right. How dare people make money off singing and dancing? Look at me, I'm not earning anything as a streamer.
I starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Ereborian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mirror in a single night.
You big fat liar.
Alright, everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos.
What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebona weird like that?
I don't think I had the idea of that being the Empire stereotype.
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type.
So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist?
Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Lucran.
It would be best if we'd let Mayor Mabel know after that too.
So first visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going.
So we briefly had a guest fighter, and now he's gone.
I really want to buy a pair of shoes to match the dress I bought yesterday. Maybe I'll go poke around the shops to see what they've got.
Sounds like a plan to me. Meanwhile, in the quest book. Yeah, she needs 5 tender poultry, and I think I might actually have that in that many items. Give me a sec. Ingredients. Yeah, there we go. I've got 19. I've got plenty.
We're currently looking for an in-house pianist, but there seems to be no one with the necessary skills anywhere in this whole land. I shall speak with the owner and see about summoning an imperial pianist for the restaurant.
Pianist, huh?
Man, when they say it's high-class joint, they're not kidding.
I'm looking at the size of that piano as well.
Is it true that all operation of airships have been halted? I suppose I have no choice but to prolong my vacation here then. Since there's nothing I can do about it, why worry? Might as well enjoy it while I can. I can shop and eat as I wish. I can spread my capitalist wings and fly.
Okay. You flash that cash.
Dear me, with the airships grounded, I'm finding it impossible to get my wine shipments. For the moment, I suppose you can do with what's in the wine cellar, but our stock will not last forever. I hope the airships will get running again soon.
Is it you who's looking for the tender rose?
Yes? Can I help you? Hello! We're here with the Bracer Guild, and we have a delivery! Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as bracers is all about.
Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. I really appreciate you saying that. But the little bit of mirror I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, I know. Please let me do this for you too.
Huh? Do what?
I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets.
You mean the ones served here in Anteros?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Is it okay for you just giving out your recipes like that?
Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, doesn't mean you'll get the same taste. Sounds like you got a lot of confidence in your cooking. Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music.
Right. Me in the kitchen cooking, or me with a music sheet performing music. They're both going to be bad. You're going to have bad and worse. Trust me on this.
Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same.
That's pretty profound.
A recipe, in the end, is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavor turns out.
So we learned the LaBelle omelette recipe, which is awesome.
Score! We'll have to give this a try later on.
Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way. But please read the recipe before you try it.
How rude! What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever?
Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. That pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know.
You say that doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. I know what you mean. The allegory doesn't quite work, does it? But how many different ways can you ruin things with a recipe? Trust me. You let me loose in the kitchen, you would find out the hard way. You would need a claim on your insurance. It's a bad idea, trust me.
I'll show you a fistful!
Well, following the set of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe.
See? Now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe.
My pleasure. Come and enjoy bite here. Sweet. Well, once in a while too.
So we got the ingredient seeker completed. We can now report that to the guild. Meanwhile, what's the chef got to say?
Cooking is an art and a culture. It requires as much creativity as anything, and of course, it's just as easy to compromise.
That was my attempt at a weird European accent, and it really did not work, so apologies to anyone for that one. I don't know what country I was going for. And I'm not going to insult any particular country by saying. I'm just going to say that I was going for something that didn't work. It simply did not land. Let's go to the guild. Let me do something I can actually do here. Ah, we got some new stories. So, searching for sites within the Bose region where a plant known as the bear claw grows. If anyone knows of such place, please notify me at the Spence Partners Company with further information. A ferocious monster known as Master Cryon has been spotted roving the Neville Valley. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with threat immediately. And then a ferocious monster known as a Thunderquake has been spotted roving the West Bose Highway. And bracers are required to deal with this immediately. So we've got quite a few monsters to deal with. Most of them seem to be demon hunts. So we got 800 BP and 800 Mira for reporting that quest. And Ingredient Seeker got us another 803. We're still junior bracer. Good work. Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report. And that's all he's got to say. Is there anything up here of interest? I don't think there was last time we checked, but let's take a look. There are lots of books, but can I read any of them? Can I interact with them? No, I can't. Meanwhile, ingredients. Right, so for the LaBelle omelette, we need, eggs and marbled steak. It's a sit-down meal that heals HP for all, so that's a good one to learn. But so does that one. and then you got them which are to go, so you can use them in battle. So it's pretty useful. There's a lot of recipes here to find. Oh, we've actually got a full map. Okay, didn't want that. That's the Bose National Port. We don't want to go there. That's Kirsch's Bar. We don't want to go there. That's the Three Den Hotel. Ah, here we go. Come on, Missy, I'm begging you. Please let us in. Ah, nice. So what you've got... Ah, you got the newest Mario Party. Oh, God, we're going to have fun with that next year, aren't we? And a tempting called IB. Intriguing. I'm interested by that one, maybe. You know what I know what that's about? If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way.
Yep, that's right. And of course, I need a photograph too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation.
Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we ought to know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers.
But, yeah, what about the readers? We could probably reach double the number if we had the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful, after all.
Dorothy, why'd you have to go and say something like that?
Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover.
Wow, Dorothy, you said the quiet part. No. Scratch that. You shouted the quiet part through a megaphone. Subterfuge 101, you need to learn it. You idiot! Miss?
Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, there's a misunderstanding.
Please, leave.
Fine.
So, are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then?
Please, for the love of Idas and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Ah, that's interesting. So it's like a 2D exploration with the art gallery. That sounds kind of intriguing.
Niall, wait for me! Phew. Huh? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you braces again. Did you just return from the Hacking Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two just turned away. A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see.
You're real serious about your job, aren't you?
Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you.
Yep. You do not cross Lila. Lila will kill you. Oh, glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel has been excitedly awaiting your report. Okay, so where is Mayor Mabel? Is she through the back office? No, but there is another room back this way. What? Oh. Let's rob her pantry or steal all her food. Oh. What an unusual room.
General Morgan has come here to visit us several occasions. It's a bit difficult to describe, but what I can say is he is a respectable man.
There's no doubts in my mind about that. But in both a good and bad sense, he has the temperaments of a military man.
Well, you did say he's a general, so that's not much of a surprise. I'm guessing she must be upstairs then. There's nowhere else to go. No?
Where are you, Mayor Maybell? You can't hide forever. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of guts to the Bose market because of the airplane space being a no-fly zone. Serving the sewers facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already?
You look pretty busy, so it'd be better if we came back at a later time.
No, you're fine. So, you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I'd originally anticipated.
The paperwork will always carry on for the mayor, won't it, Avian? You're not wrong. After all, wasn't it Mayor Domino who literally was a librarian for all the paperwork in Shimra HQ?
If the general hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but...
No, it's all right. I'm just glad we know it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers.
I can imagine that'll be quite a difficult task, considering that you're already as busy as you are.
Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course. That was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's debts to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all.
Huh? What's with the look, Joshua?
I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
The dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of those group appeared in Roland.
I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber.
Oh, come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that. But I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group.
Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner?
Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention, he's a bracer too. His name's Cassius Bright.
Did you just say Cassius Bright?
Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something?
I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army.
Excuse me, Mayor?
I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised.
You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all.
Well, let's not worry about that right now. We've given the mayor a brief rundown of everything, so let's head to the guild. I'm sure Lugran is waiting for a report from us.
Right.
Do a quick save, and then we'll carry on. Hey! My mouse went off screen then. That was the reason I lost control. It looks like there's nothing to report at this moment in time. Come back if you have anything else to report. Oh, it's you kids. So, did you find out anything about the incident?
You bet. Valuable information at that.
Estelle relayed the information they had obtained from General Morgan. Better General Morgan than Captain Morgan. That was gold, and not very nice. The Sky Bandits and the Capua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like I'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I originally thought.
Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a bracer is pretty much respected by everyone. So to encounter someone that hates bracers that much...
Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for.
Well, then I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right?
Yes. Taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they would go as far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lind.
Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison.
Yeah, and a hijacking airliner and turn around and demand a ransom for the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves.
Yeah, he's not got anything new to say.
Let's see. Now that we've reported to the guild and the mayor, we need to think about what to do next.
Just search around blindly for the airline or a Skybrand, it probably won't amount to anything, right? If it had, then the army would have found him a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two?
Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same as you as before, you'd probably said something like, let's just comb the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words.
So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know.
We were complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is certainly much faster. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now.
A clue, huh? Oh, right! Wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the nearest place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but I wonder if he knows anything else.
It's true. He arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I'm thinking maybe we're talking to him.
I wonder where he went.
Okay, so we're now hunting for... Oh, I've already talked to you. You're randomly walking around by yourself. What are you doing? Finally made it to Bose. Man, I really got stuck at the Hacken Gate for a while. How outrageous to make a merchant from the Empire such as myself wait like that. Maybe it had something to do with the government renegotiating trade routes, I don't know. Sister Rosa is an extremely serious and dedicated individual. Oh, I think it would do us some good if she wasn't so uptight. That local tone of the people of Bose carries an air of freedom. While doctrine and commandments are important, I'd like this church to be more involved in the region.
Bell's Market is like the gateway to success for aspiring merchants. If I'm going to get any kind of business, you'll have to start in the Bose Market.
Ah, good point. I think I remembered seeing Dorothy wandering around in Bose Market previously. Oh, no, that's the wrong option. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know how I did that. I must have accidentally tapped my escape key. Aha, yes, I'm literally right outside Bose Market.
Cabbage! That's what my mom asked me to pick up for her! And a duck! Delicious duck! But I'm too scared to talk to people I don't know! That's why I've been pacing in front of the store like this!
Well, if you want to buy stuff, you got to be able to talk to people, kid.
Meat goes on sale for a limited time after 3 o'clock this afternoon. We need to find a place to camp out near the store until then.
Interesting. They scalp meat in this game, apparently.
I'm making a dish with meat today. Should I grill steak or should I make some stew? I just can't decide. It's not easy trying to figure what to do without the menu every day.
Go with your own gut.
I'd really like to leave my father's business deals to Simon, but he still lacks understanding of the business world. And it would be perfect time for Borden to take advantage of the situation. But I guess if I get overwhelmed, I'll get Simon to help me out.
Well, at least you got someone to help you out. Oh, hello. Who are you? I'm trying to find things of hidden value and get my hands on them for a reasonable price. The thrill of this is something you can't experience that easily in other occupations. To be honest, though, I'm still quite an amateur at this myself. No matter how carefully I choose what I buy, more than half of what I get turns out to be junk. Ah, so you're a wannabe antiques dealer who doesn't know what an antique is.
Been a lot of strange things to deal with since I expanded the store. But my son, Palm, has been really helping me out a lot. I couldn't have asked for a better kid. My mother is very rough in the way she handles dishes. My heart always skips a beat every time I see her pick one up. Since these are the goods we're supposed to be selling, she should be more careful with them.
Kid, why are you more responsible than the adults? That's worrying. We haven't got any foreign bucks in lately. It probably has something to do with all these restrictions put into effect by the army. What do you have to sell? Oh, yeah, I've already got these. Never mind. Never mind. I do have things I can sell, but I don't really want to right now. So I'm going to leave it. Ever since this girl started selling her sweets, the sales of her sponge cake have really started taking off. And now I found myself coming here to stop just so I can get a glimpse of her smile. Oh, he's smitten with the shopper later. Oh God, look who's there. I see him. I'll talk to him.
At first I was worried about how I was going to run the store. But things finally started to sell little by little. So I guess the best thing I can do is give my customers service with a smile.
This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. It was definitely worth seeing. Get me out of here. Just get me out of here. So while I did see Dorothy knocking around here earlier on, she's not here now. So where have they gone? Like, where are you, Dorothy and Neil? You can't hide forever. The East Coast Highway. I think we've got a quest up here, actually. Yeah, ferocious monster known as the King Scorpion. Okay, we'll try and deal with that. We passed him on the way up. I remember seeing him. I deliberately gave him a wide berth. He was like in a branched area off to the side. Kind of like an area like that. I remember seeing him and going, I don't like the way he stood there by himself so overtly. I'm leaving that one behind. You know when you have that kind of reaction? It's like when you see the Reaper knocking around in the Persona games. You're like, nah, not got time for that. Wow, it's still alive? How is it still alive? Good evening, Alistair Jack. Yes, clean shaven. You're hoping to get a haircut and shave yourself. That's awesome, mate. And how am I feeling about Halloween? Well, on Halloween night, let's not forget, I will be doing my All Hallows stream of Dead Space Remake. So I'm looking forward to Halloween, actually. It's going to be fun.
Piece of cake.
say, I've got to say one thing about this game. People need to stop being mean to Estelle. Leave Estelle alone. Right, so where is this King Scorpion? I remember seeing him off the track. I remember passing him and ignoring him because I felt he was too likely to be too dangerous. And then it turned up as a quest, and I want to take him out. He's somewhere on the East Bose Highway. That much I do know. Fire up the jazz music, people.
Seems you came up short.
In this game, honestly, Arista Jack, it seems like exist is Estelle's only crime. Everyone's mean to Estelle. It's not fair. Hashtag leave Estelle alone. Hashtag pray for Estelle. And all that jazz. Where is this bloody King Scorpion? It said it was on the East Bose Highway. I'm on the East Bose Highway. So where are you? I'm coming for you. I'm coming to get you. Oh, bugger. I took my eye off the screen for a second and very, very nearly paid the price. Oh. Well, that wasn't what I expected to happen. I expected it to multiply.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ah, there he is. Yes, this enemy looks pretty strong. The question is, how strong is he? While I've got the chance, healing, I've got one tear balm. No, I don't want to do that, to be honest. I'll tell you what I will do instead. I've not got healing in the menu. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, we can't get behind it. That's annoying. Oh, there's 3 of them.
Someone's been naughty.
Oh God, what? I didn't expect her to do that. Oh wow, they've got very high defense. I'm going to take out the King Scorpion.
Here I
come! Ooh, these guys are brutal. This is where we need to use area of effect magic if we can. Ow. Missed. Helpful. And that's Joshua possibly dead. No, he survived. Good lord, these enemies are tanky as anything. How the hell do you fight them? Out of curiosity, does he come back if we run? Yeah, he does. He comes back if you run. Right, the King Scorpion we can take down with the big moves. That wasn't too challenging. Got a status quickly. Right, he's got 167 for his critical points, craft points. Gonna see if I can get some extra craft points by taking out. I've had an idea.
Seems you came up short.
My idea is simple. Try and get his thing maxed out so I've got 3 attempts. If I get 3 of those special moves, it might be enough, might be in the keyword, for us to take them out with a special attack. And if we do that, we'll be in position to be able to take the enemy down. That's the theory anyway. Whether it'll work or not, it's no matter. So apologies, peeps. I'm just going to try and very quickly get Joshua's craft points bar to maximum.
Piece of cake.
So if I can't, if it was like beating the King Scorpion wasn't the challenge. The fact that it had those support demons that were really, really tanky. They were doing loads of damage, and they were taking loads of damage. Oh. That appeared quite literally from nowhere. No matter. It seems strange to clone itself rather than use a critical attack. Oh, no.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Let's say if this is not possible for us to win, then we'll just have to walk away and come back. It's no big deal. It's irritating, but that's part of gaming, isn't it? Aha. Yeah, 195, I think, and one more attack or 2 will be enough to get the thing to maximum. And then I want to see what happens if we use the, like, special moves on the Scorpions. Because if we can take them out, that would be a big difference maker, I reckon. If we can do that, we can then be able to build our attacks up and just, like, kind of, like, tank it. Because no one wants to fight me other than King Scorpion at the moment. Okay, fine, we'll do it this way. And because I don't want to lose any progress due to an unlucky move, we will change it to that instead. Okay, here we go. Aha! There we go, that's what I was after. Worst case scenario is that this doesn't work and we come back to it later. That's the worst case scenario. Nope, don't do that. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if they do the damage. Oh, damn it, that was the wrong move. No matter. Oh, hang on, went off screen then. Well, let's try it. That definitely makes the difference. That makes a huge difference.
Someone's been naughty.
Alright, now the question is, can we take the damage? If we can tank the damage, we might be able to do enough with the right magic move. They've got a lot of attacks though, have you noticed that? I've just noticed how many attacks they've got. An absolute tish load. Ah, so we can't do physical attacks with stun. That's really irritating. One down. That's made the difference. I know for a fact that will do damage. That hurts it. Attacking Estelle, who's on very low health. Decent experience, quite a lot of gems. We've got 3 lucky fangs and 1 leathery tail. Right, first things first, let's get that saved on a different slot. Let's go down here. Now the question is, can we get back to where Bose is without being attacked? Because if we can, that will mean that we can rest at the inn, which will be a lot cheaper than doing anything else, and we'll have completed what was quite a tricky quest actually, purely because of the fact that the enemy was so tanky. It took a lot of damage to take down. Not that I'm complaining, because it was a good challenge. And I say it was a fair challenge too, to be fair. Like that opening turn, they had so many extra moves than the first time. Makes me wonder if by going from the side, I still gained a slight initiative. Not a big one, but a slight, which enabled me to sneak through. Yeah, it was this way. Excellent, we made it. So now we need to find the inn, which I believe is just down here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can pay that. Whenever we greet guests, we do so with the utmost sincerity, and our motto is, service always comes with a smile. Furthermore, we should always work to improve service. Yeah, you don't want to go into the linen room anyway, he wants to see the linen.
I've got a table reserved at the Antero's restaurant today. I've been saving up for this day for a long time now. I'm so excited I can hardly breathe. I gotta hurry up and take care of my work around here.
You must have been saving for a long time from the stories I've heard, Dina. Well played to you if you managed to save all that money. You must have been doing it for a while. See if anybody else is knocking about to talk to. Other than that, we'll have to start trying to find more clues. Nope, there's nobody here. So a brief chat with the people in the mayor. Good work, all. I hear your investigation has seen some progress. Mayor Mabel has been very excited about it as well. I'm glad. Yeah. She said no new dialogue. I doubt Mayor Mabel has anything to say, but let's find out. Oh. Well, we gotta go to the right room if we're gonna do that.
Dealing with this hijacking is my top priority. I'll have to worry about these other documents later. Boy, oh boy. It looks like things are going to get really busy around here.
Well, let's go and report to the guild. We'll do that first, and then we'll go hunting for Niall and Dorothy, who have basically disappeared into the aether. The 8,000 mirror and 4 BP. Good work. Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back if you have anything else to report. Have they gone in here, maybe, to show off? Doesn't look like it. So they weren't in Bose Market, they weren't in the church. Ah! This is a whole area I've not explored. Sign, arms and guards. And wouldn't you know it, we can now upgrade some severe equipment. Before we do that, let's do some selling. Oh. I'll keep hold of that, that could be useful. I won't sell that needler. That makes me think we're going to get that guy back. How much for certain things do we get? We get 1 mirror. Ah, 1 mirror. Oh yeah. That goes for 1 mirror. Yeah, they all go for 1 mirror. You know, so, apart from the books, they can go for a bit more money, but I'm not selling them. Right, let's see what I can buy. I got 11,000, so I've not got a lot of money. We will have the stun rod. We need that. We'll need the jewel razors. That would make her attack up, but it's not a massive priority. As I say, I really need to afford the armor, but I've just not got the money. That's the problem, I just don't have the cash. Ah, prevents poison. They could be very useful. There's quite a lot of enemies that use that around. I'll buy 3 of those. That would have made fighting that scorpion fight a little bit easier, wouldn't it? Idiots. I am an idiot. And I say, we've currently got... like, the armor vest is not very good for them. Whereas that would take them up a lot more. I've actually got one of them equipped. Oh, you idiot. I had a better piece of equipment in my armor and never bothered to equip it. No wonder I was struggling with certain types of defense. I've got the slots, so might as well equip them. Prevents blind and prevents poison. That makes a big difference. Right, well the good news is I don't need to buy 3 of the leather jackets. I only need to buy 2. And I can afford it. So while it's not exactly something I like to do, because no one likes spending money, I've now got better equipment. That will make things much better. Okay. I made that much more challenging than it needed to be. I have weaker weapons, and I have weaker armor, because I'm not bothered to explore Bose properly. Oh, is that the Orbital place? I wonder if I can open any more slots. That's openable, but it costs 80 of all of them. And the big problem there is the blues and the reds. Whereas that's only 30. So we'll have that open. That one's 50. Let's see what Joshua's got. The only one he's got there is he needs to open that one, which is 50. All the others will cause issues. What about Sherazade? That one's 80, so she has that one that's big at the moment. Let's get Joshua's open. And yeah, you need that one's only available with Time Quartz. Because what that means now is if I go to Orbman, we've not only got a higher MP count, but crucially, we can now put extra moves on. So we can have... I've already got Firebolt equipped, well I can put that, which gives us access to those ones, which would be useful. That increases hit and gives access to Mirage, which could be interesting, actually. Go on, I'll give her that one. Whereas for Joshua... that'll give him access to Stonehammer, which could be useful. Okay, cool. I apologise for the menu management, people, but it needs to be done. Oh, what are you doing here?
Many bosses are pain in the behind about orders and all kinds of things. In comparison, my old boss gave me the freedom to do all kinds of things.
Ah, so that brings us to the top of the area. Okay.
Ever since my husband opened his business, he's had more time at home as well. Of course, he keeps the books and manages his goods at home too. When he was in the army, he only managed to get home about once a week. My husband opening his store hasn't been all bad.
Especially if he's bringing the books home, Avium. If the books are being brought home, all is fine.
My dad plays with me more now than he did when he was a soldier in the army. I like the way my dad is now. Before, he used to get angry all the time.
What's with that creepy teddy bear? Seriously, look at it. What's with that? Those soulless red eyes. Ah, so that's the north block. That's where we went before. So what's on this side? So there's quite a lot back here, surprisingly. Ah, so this is someone's residence where we come from the upstairs because we're nasty. If you head south from Bose, you'll arrive at the north shore of Valeria Lake. Valeria Lake is, as you know, the massive body of water in the center of the kingdom. And fish of all kinds swim around in there. Why was that funny?
You should steer clear from talking to my husband. Get him started, he'll just fill your ear with rubbish.
Well, you married him, love.
Some people think that Mirano and my husband are on bad terms with each other. But that's not the case. They're just competitive, that's all. I don't think people should expect anything less. Mirano is his daughter, after all. I know it seems like Mirano is complaining as she goes about talking on her father's work, but that's just her way of showing compassion. I really appreciate your being considerate at a time like this.
Interesting. Is this the way we came before? Oh, I don't think so. I don't recognize you. Apologies, need to make a minor adjustment there, people. Sorry about that. Quite powerful enemies, these. Yes. Oh no. Right, he's been blinded. Can't really do anything with him apart from move. I'll try attacking, but it's not going to land. Yeah, told ya. I knew full well it wouldn't land.
Seems you came up short.
Quite decent experience, surprisingly. As we are exploring... Oh, we've got a dust tornado enemy? Not sure what that is. Let's find out. Ahaha. Yeah. About that. Nice try. Being able to run away that easy is one thing I do like about this game. It's not like you're forced into a battle if you don't feel prepared for it. Oh. Unless you get surprise attacked. It's delayed the attack, which is annoying, but there's not much we can really do about that. That's not helpful. Oh, well that is though. Oh, bugger. Can it delay the attack after you've already been delayed? Apparently it can.
Good to go.
Yeah, you level up. And now learn Blind Whip. Nice. So I'm guessing that's an attack that blinds the enemy. I'm just trying to see what's out here, out of curiosity. Ah, what's this? West is Amberl Tower. Beware of monsters. Do I have anything going on in Amberl Tower? No, I don't see that. What's this way? Valeria Lake Shore. Ah, so this is the south route. We've figured that out now. We've made it to the shore. And there's an inn here, that's helpful. The Kingfisher.
The food is great. This place is really relaxing. And I couldn't ask for anything more. But I have to be careful not to put on any weight.
Game, stop. Okay, I get it. I need to get back to the gym. Stop beating me over the head with it.
Weather here is just wonderful today. Maybe I'll just take a book and read by the water's edge this afternoon. Or maybe I could give fishing a try too.
No, reading by the water's edge, that's fine. You don't need to do anything else. Oh, we can shop here? Ah, they sell different kinds of food. Interesting. 600 HP. Wow, that's quite good. 500. And then that's 400. Let's buy one of you. And that's a 300 one. Go on, we'll get both of them. I'd say this gives me major vibes of Wild Arms, this music. I want to get in the speedboat and drive. Well, or sail, whichever the word is. How much is it to stay here? 60 again, I can afford it.
My older brother Leonard started this inn. I grew fond of the atmosphere here when I came to visit him. So I decided to stay, and he let me work for him.
Oh, keeping the family business going. That reminds me. There's an old tower standing in the northwest of here. It seems though it's called the Amber Tower. I wonder what in the world it was built for. Ah, so that's going to be one of the 4 towers. We've already seen one, haven't we? So I'm guessing that we'll get a main quest to go there at some point. Now, that's where Dorothy and Niall went to check out, didn't they? They were checking out those things. So I wonder if we might possibly need to go there. It seems a bit of a hunch and a long shot to me. So for now... Oh bugger, sorry. My mouse went onto the wrong screen and it clicks onto an application. When that happens, it cuts the music. A common situation when you're streaming that, when you're playing from PC games, quite often if you interact with... Oh... We are running straight away. We're not missing a beat here. We are running immediately. Purely because the enemies are quite annoying more than anything. I think the overall statuses and the attack, the debuffs, for this point in the game, they're more a nuisance than the worth. They don't give bad experience, but I wouldn't exactly want to farm them. So for now, I'm going to leave them alone where I can. So the good thing is that the runaway mechanic is actually very good in this game. Very user-friendly. It's not like in other games where you either have to wait for a chance to run away, or you have to wait till your characters basically start getting off screen. You're able to just instantly go, yeah, I'm out of here, goodbye. I mean, I definitely wasn't moaning about that when I played Final Fantasy X. Oh, no. I had absolutely no issues whatsoever with that. Yep. Ah, west is Ravenou Village, which is 287 Selge. That's where that quest is, I believe. Yeah, a monster behind Ravenou Village. Okay. Let's see if we can find Ravenou. There. Over in this direction. Oh, chest. A reviving balm. Thank you very much. I'm like, chest. Gimme the chest. Oh, we got a surprise. I thought I'd got the drop on that. No, he's nodded off. That's not what I expected to happen. One of the enemies has fallen asleep. Ah, so that's increased its strength by going to sleep. Again, that's more annoying than anything. Wow, you guys have really got it in for Joshua. Seriously, why you gotta be so mean? That works.
That's that then. Let's move out.
So we got a bird egg, which is helpful for the omelette when we eventually make it. So somewhere up here is... I tried turning away from it, but he immediately followed me. Right, if they're all falling asleep... Okay, now's a good time to duck out of this. The enemies themselves aren't strong, but I need the initiative. So Ravenou Village appears to be in this direction here. The sign said west for Ravenou Village, but now we're north. That's interesting. So we're in the trail to Ravenou. Well, let's see. Now that we've got the initiative, let's see if these can be easily fought. Okay, strength looks manageable at the moment. Yeah, I've got a little too much endurance, I must admit, but we can work with that.
Oh, are we done already?
Seriously, why mock the enemy when they're down? You know, kick them while they're down, you know what I mean? So the experience wasn't that great from them, so I won't go out on my way to fight them. Oh yeah, we've got to turn back on ourselves. And two to games where you can climb. So this weird, like, Parisian accordion music makes this sound way more relaxing than it is. We're getting a cutscene here.
So this is Ravenou Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been surely more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the five major cities. If you get used to that convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you can end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you to take that challenge on if you have some time. Yep. So who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? Not quite, no. Since this is Louie we're talking about, he's probably mistaken. He's probably just been looking at the stars too much if you ask me. What's he done? I know what I saw and I told her so too. What did you see, kid? Tell me. I can actually move my camera around here, that's helpful. Emile General Goods. Hi there. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Welcome to Ravenou Village. So we have fresh milk, fresh eggs. Not bad. Yeah, we need 3 of them for the little omelette, so I'm going to grab a few while I can.
We need 3 of those for the cheese risotto, and we need 1 for those for the maple cookie, so not bad to get ingredients. Let's quickly save our game again. So this game's very much a rewarding, going your own way, seeing the world kind of thing. It's an interesting vibe. Ah, so you get into the bar moonlight. Let's see if they do food here.
Hey, guests. I apologize, we're in the middle of getting everything ready for the day right now.
Ah, so they're not serving right yet. I'm waiting to go down the stairs. Now the door. Down the stairs, Estelle.
Welcome. Are you here to stay the night?
Why do you sound so fearful? Why are we giving off a vibe that scares you? What is it about us you don't feel comfortable with?
Oh, so let me guess. Are you here to buy fruit? I'm sorry to say this, but my husband is outside. If you need to speak with him, would you mind going to the orchard?
Okay. And then this is someone's empty house. Oh, there's a chest up there. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Oh, damn it. The game is like, no, you won't have the loot. This is weather is good and it looks like any kind of fruit will ripen up nicely. Oh, we have a tratter.
It's almost lunchtime. I better finish up these few jobs here myself.
Man, I just can't get Gray to listen to any common sense.
Ah there, you come to see the orchards? It's not like they're going anywhere soon, so take your time and look around.
Now, because you said they're not going anywhere soon, you've just invited a massive calamitous disaster upon your town, mate. It's RPG logic. Never ever say that something's not going anywhere. Never say that things are alright. Just don't tempt fate. Am I wrong? Ah, let's speak to the older. Huh? Might you be ones from the Bracer Guild? Did you see the request on the bulletin board?
Yeah, we sure did.
This is wonderful. My name is Ryson, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village.
So you know what kind of monster is taking a residence in the area?
No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it may be one which lies in wait for its prey. When the mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers.
I see. So it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find then. It looks like we just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding.
After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we have believed that the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro standing guard at the gate, and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can.
People left this village, in this village, are those who managed to live through the flames of war 10 years ago. I hope we can all continue to work together.
Well, you seem to have got a nice little community village here at the moment. Everyone seems to be taking it nice and smooth. Oh, that's Bar Moonlight, so we've already been there. So I'm guessing he must be talking about this route on the back here. It's it's a cemetery. Well, that escalated quickly. Like, that got out of hand fast. Septian calendar 1192. Here rest the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leif, Abel, Nicole, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess. Oh, we can't get past the gate there. Sorry, people. I felt that coming and I just had no way of stopping it. What I ended up doing instead was moving off camera and off microphone. I didn't want to blow your hearing out. Right, it said just to hit the trail, but I'm wondering if there's anywhere else I can go. Right, I'm gonna go back to town for a second and just consult the map in town. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, bugger. Well, that was helpful. One missed. Oh. Health drain. One of my least favourite status effects. I can't stand that. It's always irritated me. All this is doing is annoying me. The game knows me too well. It knows I get annoyed at this kind of thing.
Seems you came up short.
Still, we managed to win the fight, so let's get back to town. Ah, so there is a way back there, I see it. Right at the back of the trail. Oh, no, not what I wanted to do. Although I can go up here and out the back. Yeah, there we are, the abandoned mine trail. I had a feeling, I thought, I'm missing something obvious. It talks about going out the back of the village. So I'm like, what am I missing? Answer, the answer. I'm sorry, but you can't go beyond this point. I shouldn't be telling you this, but there's been some rumors going around that there's a vicious monster out there on the trail behind the village.
Yeah, and we already talked to the village elder about it.
Really? So does that mean you're with the Bracer Guild?
Yep, that's right.
Oh man, it's a good thing you're here. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. It would help out a lot if you could exterminate this monster before things get really busy around here. Anyway, be cautious out there. Okay, let's quickly save one more time, because we're right near Revenue Village here. We don't want to put ourselves in danger. Right, so the abandoned mine is to the left, but there's a load of other routes available. We'll start by going to the abandoned mine, because that's where the clues we're talking about. Ah, it's these guys. Ah, so now it's up in that direction. Okay. So in that case, what's down here in the dead end? I mean, it could just be a dead end, but it could also be loot. And if there's loot, I want it. No! It's a literal dead end. Boo! Oh. I tried to run past it. If I had the initiative, I'd have fought that fight, but when you don't have the initiative and you get 3 enemies, it gets quite awkward. Because the enemies here aren't strong enough to take out in one shot. Okay. Well, we definitely know what it is then. We definitely know it's here. I can't see this doing much damage, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's magic. No doubt about it. I think his turn was cancelled. Oh, I did not need that. See if this does any. Oh no, it says 80% after where time has got a full. Wow, he really does not like Estelle. He does not like her at all. Yeah, only does 9 damage. Yay!
Alright, we're good to go.
Decent gems, but experience is poor.
Yikes! That scared the hell out of me! I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that! It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps that attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go!
Right, so we want to carry on in the direction we're going at the moment, by the looks of it. We've made it through one route, people. Let's quickly save our game. We're taking the coward's way out. We're saving, and we're trying to get through as best as we can. So I was trying to use the mouse scroller at the same time as moving on the other side. Oh, it's you guys. I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it?
And we took care of it, too!
Are you serious?
Yeah, consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end.
Thank Idios! This is wonderful news! It would have been a real mess if we had any monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere.
We'll do that. Thanks.
Right, this is where we want to take advantage of the inn. Because we took, also we took a pounding, but really. But we certainly did more damage than we wanted. Yep. It's another 60. It's quite costly doing this, but needs to be done. Yay, there we go. That's better. Now let's go and find the elder again, who I think actually, believe it or not, was up here in one of the houses at the back. If anything, it might have been this one. Good work, guys. I would let the village elder know you were successful in exterminating the monster. Oh, it's you young braces again, is it? I've heard the news. You exterminated a monster on the trail behind the village, did you?
Yes, we did somehow. I guess it was pretty tough in the end.
Now it looks like we'll be able to plant our saplings this year without any more worries. I'm really grateful to you all. We may not have much to offer, but please know you're always welcome here.
We appreciate that, sir.
Yep. So we've done another job, and it's time for us to once more hit the road and get out of town. Our mission here is nowhere. Let's see if we can talk to this kid. Looks like no one's gonna believe him still. Yep, okay. Let's hit the road. Well, let's get to the West Bose Highway first, then we'll know where we are. And then once we're there, we can choose our trail. Yep, so we want to go forward, then left. And, this is a permanent route. Oh, yeah. So we want to go to the guild, which is in the top left corner. Oh. Man, I really want to be a merchant, but I'm never good at arithmetic, so maybe I'm just not cut out for it after all.
Who knows? But if you're really going to give out any possibility before you've begun, then you're bound to fail at anything.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've already read his lines before. And there's the guild. Yes, we've done 19 jobs, which is awesome. Yeah, so we got the bear claw server over that is the Nabel monster mountain, wherever Nabel is, I don't know. And then West Bose called the Thunderquake on the highway. Interesting. So where is that then? Ah, so that's down this way. I doubt anyone's at a landing port, but let's take a look.
It appears nobody here at the landing port really knows what's going on either. I wonder if the airliner had some sort of accident.
Yep. All personnel, or only personnel who are authorized are allowed in that. Seems the corporation still hasn't received any word from the army. And the transportation of goods returning to the market has become pretty stagnant. We're receiving all kinds of complaints from everywhere now because of this. Well, yeah. I understand why. You said you had no idea when flights will resume either. I guess all I can do is sit here and wait. Not just sit there, you can do other stuff as well. Like you can go to the pub or you can go do some reading somewhere. Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it then, huh? Wait like this. I mean, if you're paid to literally wait around and do nothing, then enjoy it, I suppose. If you can get paid to do nothing, I mean, after all, what's simpler than doing nothing? My boss, Lakey, appears to be really irritated over something. He's always got a stern look on his face, but even more so right now. Well, yeah, I'm guessing this is Lakely. We get freighters arriving for the Empire about once a week. They're mainly used to carry goods to Bose Market. Also, their intimidating design is typical of what I'd expect from the Empire. Sorry, 1 second, people. Yeah, apologies. Sorry, I just had to make a slight adjustment, so I do apologise. I'm trying to use my keys, and I just remembered that I'm using the mouse to control the characters. What am I doing? Oh, let's go to the bar. I wonder if they're hanging out here. Ugh, God damn it. This ain't a joke, you know.
Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having this article rejected really that much of a shock to the system?
He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all.
You're the one who carries a whip and says someone's been naughty. I don't know if it's just me, but there's a bit of a double standard here.
Though it seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, and not a drink to be consumed by.
You want to talk? Don't they sometimes call you bottomless sharer?
Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Ina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush.
Oh, come now! When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it!
It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket that's sure a sieve, but no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children.
Where am I?
Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know.
Oh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess, what the hell am I doing in Roland? Why'd I make my way to Bose?
What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we.
You sponge? What kind of an insult is that, you sponge? I've never heard of that one before. Oh, well, damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, I see you got a lovely lass with you.
Name's Sherazad Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two.
Sherazad? Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance?
Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then.
Only rumors, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose.
Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed.
You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled.
Damn, I saw that. Yeah, I was looking for the clues and couldn't find any.
That's what I figured.
Damn the Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. If I try to consult General Morgan at the Hackagate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figure at least try and score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but it may turn me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything!
Oh, great ideos. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life?
Well, you did try and do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you.
Huh?
We're actually investigating the incident on the Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter.
Holy crap, you serious?
Yep, totally.
Score! And the goddess gets a point, blessed by the bounty of Eidos. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail.
We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Neil?
Huh?
Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. I get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally.
You want a mirror or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say.
We're not interested in your money. We just found it fascinating you made it your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case. Ugh. And here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Get it straight, okay?
Fine. I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman.
I've got 2 clues to share. So if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. Leave the 4th wall alone. Stop it. We're ready when you are.
Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll.
Well, if you ever get tired of being a bracer, we'll know you have a bright future at racketeering with those skills. Alright, the first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenel to the west. I talked to a villager who just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. Oh, so that's the kid who said that I knew what I saw. So I've got to go back to Ravenel, having done the side quest there already. I'm out with sequence people.
A huge shadow flying overhead?
Yep, airship. I told him maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing.
Aw, you meanie! You raised our hopes of only to dash them straight away!
So he's saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything? That's what I'm saying. I warned you, it wasn't big news. And I went to a whole lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. What with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now, let's hear the second clue of yours. Yeah, fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division's on the move.
Intelligence division?
I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite that they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal guards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident has got us solved already.
Doesn't seem like your information will be much use to us in our investigation.
Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help you much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn. Of course. A deal's a deal, after all. Joshua told Niall all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information gathered from General Morgan. The Capulets? Sky Bandits? A ransom demand to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed! That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find! Caught your fancy, didn't it? Absolutely! I can definitely write my article now! I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here! I have to find Dorothy post-haste! See you later, you wonderful people, you!
Wow, his His spirit certainly lifted fast.
Well, he was chasing the big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out.
Well, look at you, Mr. From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality.
Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll really need to bust out some questionable negotiation techniques.
Why are you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing?
Yeah, witness report from Ravenu? I'd say there's a strong chance there's nothing to it, if the army already shuts it out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army's totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed.
That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenu then, shall we?
Got it!
So as I said before, I went ahead of the game, but it's fine. Ah, yeah. Okay, right, let's save our game. We've already been to Ravenu, now we're going back. This is what happens when you do side quests, people. You do side quests in games and you find yourself totally out of sequence. So Ravenu was the south block, so we need to go through Bose south. And then it was the New Ansel Path, that's the one. Let's try to avoid being surprised. Is this the right route? I don't remember seeing these enemies on this path before.
Oh, are we done already?
Let me just check the map for a second. Yeah, that's the way to Valeria Lake Shore. I had a feeling I'd gone the wrong way. Right, it must be the west road. What I'll do is I'll head out of town and I'll check where the routes are going to. And if I don't see Ravenu, we'll turn back. The Crone Trail. That doesn't sound right either. Well, that's the landing port. Let's try the East Bose Highway. No, because that's the way back to where we came. Right, I'm going to try the west route. And just see if we find anything further. Ah, that's the sign for going back to Bose, so we don't want that. I remember going past the chest, so I think we might be back in the right direction now. So here's me using loot as a way to mark a map. That's very, very treasure hunter of me. Very Jack Von Barrace from Wild Arms. But it's fine. It's worked. So let's keep going.
Huh?
Cloud? Is that you?
Oh. Charizard, is that you?
Well, this is an unlikely place to run into a silver streak.
Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City. But are you here to look into the airliner incident?
No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it's the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you.
Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right?
Cassius Bright, taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not gonna get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anyway, saying that is severely mistaken.
I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is.
I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for Bracer. By the way, who are those brats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me.
Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear these brats are Cassius's kids.
Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it.
Why are you looking at us like that?
This boy with black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter?
You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth?
She's a bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is just as good as her bark. Yes, Lewis navigation tool definitely works, Avian, and being busy at work is never fun. Well, Halloween? The All Hallows stream when I play Dead Space Remake. You can all join me for some horror.
Get the snacks in and watch me fail, people.
And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean it doesn't really matter?
Well, take it easy, Charizard. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down.
Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself, either.
I'll keep those words in mind. All right, Charizard. Was it you who took care of that monster in the mine?
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us.
I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those Sky Bandits. Later. Yeah, good reason to stay home. I like it.
What's with that guy? He really pisses me off.
I see. So that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh?
Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name! Agate Krasner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specified branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever! I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk! Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway?
He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much.
There are a number of things in his past I can't go into, and those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I can care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Avenue Village.
Yep, so that's Agate. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Some people might say it's Agate, but I think it's going to be Agate. Purely because of the fact that I've, well, learned a bit of Japanese, and that's the way you'd say that kind of phrase. Not sure what it means, but it is a gem. It was in the Alundra stream when we had the gems up, like the Topaz stream, the Emerald stream, the Diamond stream. So, the Crest, sorry, not stream. So, that's where I know that from.
Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just talk to all the villagers?
He'll be suspicious we did that all of a sudden. Maybe we should talk to the village elder first, see what he has to say about it.
Okay.
Makes me wonder if that scene's different if you've not done the side quest involving the monster in the mine. Because we did the monster in the mine before anything else. Which also explains how Joshua knows the elder, who is right there. I see you're all together. What brings you up here today? Are you here for a visit?
No, not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine.
Things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of the God Age companions, do you?
Well, we're all members of the guild. But we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it.
I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment, as a look of sadness passed over his aged features.
What's wrong, sir?
It's nothing, really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area.
No, we're actually in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting.
Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed.
Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky?
It was one of the children here in the village, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may just have imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep.
Imagined it, huh?
I guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly.
You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir.
Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. And because Estelle is a fired-up young character, she's going to believe the kid when nobody else did. And it will actually find a new piece of information. Oh, he's not there, though.
Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just on that hill in the back of the village.
Yeah, we've already talked to him.
Louis hasn't come over late recently. I wonder if something happened.
Right. The one kid who witnessed something has suddenly disappeared.
I'd like to recommend the squeezed juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you'd like.
Let me guess, it's apple juice.
Welcome. If you're here for a drink, I recommend you try our various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all of Liberl.
That sounds great. But if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it?
Yeah, that's right. We just opened the place recently. I hope you come visit us often.
So what's the recommended item on your menu right now?
Let's see. The pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Shara, shouldn't we be investigating things first?
And that's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents can net us some information as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry.
I wonder if she's really serious about what she says.
Who knows? But whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. So we've got apple ice cream, heals 300 HP, and then we also have fresh juice, which heals 300 HP and cures petrify. I'll buy it, it could be useful. Right, let's go looking around the village, see if we can find Louis. Louis should be somewhere in the village. The village is rather small, so I should be able to find him without any trouble.
You hear the flames burning flesh and the charred smell of blackened bones. Amidst the screams and cries of the villagers and their children. No matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind.
Oh, that's horrible. I know what she has there. I don't want to say it, but it's likely she has a condition. One that's very understandable if you witness something like that. Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? A large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days' War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting. And even today, I still see that horrific scene in my dreams. Yep. The entire town have been afflicted by it. Which is, again, hardly a surprise. Oh, there's some flowers here. I didn't see the flowers. I can't interact with them, but that's interesting. We've actually got flowers laid there now, and I don't remember seeing them before. They might well have been there, and I just didn't notice them, but... I just find it a nice little touch. I've been growing fruit here ever since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. Ah, there he is.
Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like a gare? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl.
Oh, kid, you're going off the pier into the water now for that one.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with the staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now how about another amazing demonstration, my staff?
Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by any chance?
Yeah. How'd you know my name?
We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you can tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night?
Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything.
That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember.
Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of the house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes.
That's consistent with an airliner and the Skybandit airship, if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner.
And the two shadows just kept on flying north until I couldn't see them anymore. So north is...
There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old Setzian mine which was abandoned some time ago.
The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And then he laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about.
The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears.
Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either. And we're gonna prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person.
As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue.
Huh? Why are you looking at me like that?
It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we got stuff to do.
Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find.
So we've already been on the trail doing the side quest with the monster. But having taken care of business there, we're now going back on that way. And we need to go up through the bar. That's it, it's up here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Ah, and there's no guard on the gate this time. We can go wherever we like. So let's keep going. So we do want to check out the mine, which is up to the left. So we'll go that way first. Then to reach the mine... Right, okay, we've got quite a few places to go. So So let's go looking. Oh. Not cool. Mainly because of the draining of health. It's a pain, a real nuisance to deal with. Still, if we can get rid of one of them quickly, that'll make a big difference. And that helped that she got her health back. Yep, something did indeed find me. It's always the way. I think I'm sneaky and the game's like, no you're not. So the annoying thing about these enemies is the fact that they drain health. That seems to be their gimmick. They don't do much damage, it's just that you're constantly having to keep attacking them.
Seems you came up short.
Still, the enemy's taken care of, so it could be worse. Excellent, we're on the right path, that's good news. So there's unlikely to be anything back here, but let's take a look. Oh, there's an enemy. We didn't surprise it, but at the same time we didn't lose to it. We didn't get surprised by it. So that could have been actually a lot worse. Oh, really? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, she can't attack him. Damn it.
All right, we're good to go.
And after all that, there's nothing in the dead end. There's no loot. We got a little bit of experience, but that's all we got. Yeah, it's in that direction. Cool. Okay. This might be a case of go to the mine, then potentially explore the side routes afterwards. So, Ravenue Mine. There's a lock on the gate. This is like the entrance to the abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Magla mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted.
It seems this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently.
Which means there's no possibility the Sky Gardens entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place.
You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure.
What's wrong, Estelle?
Maybe it's just me, but you feel any air flowing out of here?
When you say out of here, do you mean the mine?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there's air flowing out of here.
Just like I thought, huh?
Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that. I wonder if you get that from your father.
My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine?
There's certainly a possibility that it connects us somewhere. It's probably worth checking out.
Well, in that case, let's just bust this lock off.
Hey, don't you even think of doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk to the elder. He might have the key.
You're no fun, Shara.
But you see, Estelle wants to do my approach, which is the East End thug. Just get in and deal with it. But Scheherazad's like, no, you're not allowed to be from the East End here. You'll do things properly. And I'm like, that's boring. Why can't we be chaotic and just do it how we like? That's not in the Bracer code. Well, so what? Does it get results? Yes. Then what's the problem? But then again, I'm the guy who agreed with Selfie in Final Fantasy VIII. So we want to deal with the president of Delling. What do? Blow his train to smithereens or a rocket launcher? I was the chaotic who agreed with that. We're going to quickly run here because not all of us are on good health. And I'd like to sneak by as quick as I can. Excellent, now we're on the way. And there's another monster that I don't want to bother fighting. And there's probably going to be one more we'll have to deal with, I think. I reckon if we sneak up the side... There we go, perfect. We'll talk to the elder first, and then after that we will take a quick detour to the inn. Oh, where's the elder gone?
Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of day, I'm sure he's up at the graveside on the hill.
Ah, that explains the flowers.
So this is where you are, Elder Ryson?
Oh, it's you young Bracers, is it?
Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it?
It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities.
That's terrible.
There's no need for you to get somber, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if I didn't think there was something I could help with, right?
Oh, right. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. But before that... Would you mind if you paid our respects as well?
I know we don't have any flowers to get, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We like to check the place out, just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside.
Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryson.
This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Racer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we will try and return the favor.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with was cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier.
We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. Yep, so we're going into the mine. Because we've already done one stock area in this game. Now we've got to do another one, don't we? We have to keep up the cliches, people. So I like the fact that that kid was mean to Estelle and then pretty much apologised afterwards after she showed him what for. And I say everyone needs to stop being mean to Estelle. Seriously. Leave Estelle alone. Okay, there's one monster to watch out for here. Yep, I wanted to dodge you quickly. And I think at the crossroads is where that plant enemy was, and I don't want to fight it. Yes, if you're playing this game, you have to get used to Parisian music, out of place. I mean, for a game that was originally released on the PlayStation Portable, this is upscaled so well via Steam. They've done a great job with it. So the gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock.
Let's use this key we borrowed from the elder. Phew, that was one heavy gate.
Let's just have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert.
Yep, not a surprise. And now we've got some 1920s Prohibition-era jazz people. How are we seeing at the moment? None of the lamps are on. Right, let's see how deadly these enemies are. Let's find out. Let's get our eye in. Oh, they're tanky. I don't have time for that. Tanky enemies annoy me. Oh, this is not good. They're strong, but not as strong as I thought they'd be. But it's still annoying. Right, let's do a quick run away. Let's run away.
Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the...
Quiet, Estelle. It looks like we've hit the jackpot.
Ah! Forget about the heavy things. Focus on food, provisions, and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place.
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all.
This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It's certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Are they loading their airliner cargo with our on this ship?
Let's worry about that later. We gotta figure out a way to back these guys before they get away again.
So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once they're all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom.
Hold it right there!
Who in the...
The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Braces has arrived! Huh?
The League of what?
You bonehead, why'd you always get carried away like that?
What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying all that stuff alone!
You're the ones who chose that how to run him back and rolling. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early.
It can't be right! We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about?
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sake you'll come along quietly.
No, hold on a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us?
You see anyone else, bandit boy?
So you're not involved with the others then?
Then that simplifies things. Let's get him, boys! I really needed to actually get us in a position to attack here. This is kind of a problem. Right, okay. Yep.
Let's do this!
Yeah, one more of those and he'll be toast. Right, I'm gonna need to heal him up.
Here I come! Yeah!
Finish him.
Someone's been
This is getting rather annoying, it must be said. Ah! That's really irritating.
We're good to go.
As much as I don't want to do it, I'm going to need to do the same here. I don't want to waste those because they have buffs. That one could actually be useful. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to gamble. Yeah, we just learned the recipe for it by using it, which is useful. That's one off the battlefield. Ah, critical resist. That was interesting. He resisted a critical attack. Oh, was it? Oh, seriously, I really needed that. I needed that to land. Joshua, it falls to you, mate. Take him out. Your history now, pal. At least I hope you are. He might survive this, you know. Yeah, I thought he might. The damage output from Joshua was just a little lower than I anticipated. But it's fine.
Alright, we're good to go.
40 experience, which is nice. So we got a decent amount. We got some good gems.
Ow! You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Joseph got beat by you three.
Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go.
You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? League of Extraordinary Dim or something?
You making fun of my awesome team? You're dead.
Look out!
Oh, wow, that's the bit.
What is this?
You've got to be kidding me. Another smoke screen? Too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers!
In the words of Tuco from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, when you had to shoot, shoot, don't talk. In this case, grab them.
Ow, ow, ow! Something got in my eyes.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it's a typical smoke canister. The ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the Guild, there's not much I can say in my defense.
Oh, Sarah, quit acting like it was all your fault.
We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we got time to kick ourselves over this, there's gotta be some other constructive things we can do. Well. You should sound like you should be a senior bracer. Well, at least we're able to take back the airliner. So how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside.
Right.
Yep, so I was a little ill-prepared then because of the way I got caught by that fight. It took away some of my HP and MP. But the good thing is that we've managed to actually get ourselves through. I'm not seeing any enemies in the area, so I'm gonna look. Oh, there's another way through the mine here.
We don't have time to be looking around anywhere else. Right now, our first priority should be investigating the airliner.
Now you see, Shara, the fact that that's open by itself is rather concerning. They have multiple entry points and multiple exit points. That's a major concern.
Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left.
Evidently the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things.
At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car.
It looks like the same type as those that landed for it. The Sky Bandits probably used it to move the cargo.
I can't move the camera.
I wonder what this is.
It's the Orbital Engine Control Panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy is completely stopped.
Yep, so it was... They had the cargo, which meant someone at the port who knows how to operate that gear was involved, and the orbital machine was not involved. It's an inside job. Cassius has turned bad on us. I'm calling it now. Cassius has turned bad. It's one of the oldest tropes. I'd like to be wrong on that. I don't want it to be that cliche.
It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I'd love to sit here.
Don't even think about it.
Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone.
Yep, so we're once again back in CSI RPG mode. There's a lot of places here. So these are all the airliner passenger seats. The balcony. So we're out on the balcony. I want to check in case there's anything obvious in the front of the barricade. Right, so that looks like it's just the 3 entry points to the outside deck. So in that case, what's through here? This is like an executive VIP lounge. Yeah, and a way to see outside the windows.
It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place.
Right, is that all we've got? I thought it might have had something else, some kind of clue. Because if this is the executive lounge, we might have seen more. And this is like the coach class. There's nothing here. Right, let's go and check down on the outside. Let's look at the engine bay and things like that. Let's go, I think that could be a smart move. Actually check the outside, like see if the rudder's been tampered with. If there's any way it was captured, you know, something like that. Yeah, we've already investigated the machine, I think. Yep, that's fine. So there's no new scene there. So this is the least detective music they could have given this scene. Right, is there anything about the engines? Or the cargo? I'm not seeing anything to interact with. If I try and go through here... Right, I'm clearly missing something on board the aircraft carrier. On board the aircraft. There's something I've missed. Because I thought I'd interacted with everything I could interact with. But it's clear I haven't because the scene hasn't progressed. Just in case I've got some kind of weird bug, I'm going to save on a different slot, but I don't think that's what's happened here. I really doubt that. Yeah, that's no new dialogue there either. Yeah, hang on, can we get up this elevator? Can we get up this ladder? Oh, I thought we might be able to interact with that. You know, ever sign there'd been some kind of sabotage or something. I'm just taking my headphones off for a second because I'm getting a bit irritated by that accordion. It's getting on my nerves. So I'm going to keep playing to see if I can find what I'm missing. Ah, hang on.
We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside.
There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandit's airship, and then to wherever their hideout is.
Agreed. But this sucks. Why would I thought we had some clues about to zero?
Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue's completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hit the airliner like this?
Huh?
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship is completely stopped, which means the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airline to their hideout?
Yeah, it does seem like a lot they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to...
It's true they would have needed to land in order to remove the orbital engine. However, there's an account that it didn't take the airliner to their hideout. From my guess, I would imagine their hideout is a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 Arga in size. In short, a peculiar place on which to...
Tell you what, I'm going to quickly skip this scene because I'm going to save scum. That's right. We're going to quickly load. We're going to quickly load and choose that option, the hideout somewhere weird. I was thinking that might be the answer, oddly enough, because it sounds like the kind of thing Estelle would say, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's exactly right. For my guess, I'd imagine their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 Arga in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land.
Interesting.
How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot.
Then what can we do?
Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place where let my personal feelings get the best of me.
For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lurground. We should be able to contact the Hacker Gate if we use the orbit telephone.
the heck? Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since it saves us the trouble of having to contact them.
We found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty.
Hey, now that's just rude! And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see the shiny emblem on my chest?
The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence.
General Morgan!
Why are you here?
After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated. So I came to see it for myself. Who would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits?
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men.
If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner?
We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here.
It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming.
Well, wait a minute! How about you cut with the crap?
My thoughts exactly! All right, men, take them into custody! Well, I did say that the General's barracks looked like jail cells. I did warn you all. Oh, they put them all in one cell. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this, not even listening to a word we have to say.
If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible.
Huh? Why not?
You remember what the Sky Bandit leader before the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly.
Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them.
But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback.
My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix?
Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua?
No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar.
Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. But the minstrel won't it?
Could this unfounded self-confidence
and a certain tone of narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it? Olivier.
You do remember my dulcet chords. To think we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose.
And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do?
Come now, let's not worry about the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off.
What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose market, then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see,
Once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. But upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument, even. Though in this case it is one incident, kind of like my voice acting. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira.
I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure it has anything to do with how you get thrown in jail.
Oh, well, this is where the real sub-story begins. That night, I'd been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red 9 was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar, something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Grand Chardonnay? From the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Rose City.
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here?
From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira.
500,000 Mira? For just one bottle?
That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier?
Oh, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I don't think I can listen to this any longer.
Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded.
The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let's all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma.
Shh. Idiot.
Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard an even assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several hundred further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
No, we're not.
Hey, you three, get up!
I'm tired.
What's wrong? You trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
Huh? Why are you all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this?
Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason.
Yep, the mayor.
Mayor Maybell?
Well, what an usual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You'd better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf?
No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan.
Our situation?
Yes.
I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
No, wait a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him?
It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring.
I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe.
However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men.
I get the same impression.
So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty running scoundrel!
How about we return to Bose now? With the heirloom we have found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you.
Oh, sure.
Is something the matter?
I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
Now you mention it. What could it be?
Oh, how callous people can be at times. How's he got his loot inside the cell? Surely they would have stripped him. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. That's your one for the series. That's your one.
Is he still here?
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you.
Is he the musician I heard about? The one who checked that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought?
Huh, indeed, that is I. Yes, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you mistook my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I proceed as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render.
You're quite the interesting character.
Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release.
Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
I think that might be asking a bit much.
If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit.
Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh?
And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
I can't believe you were released.
It's like a stroke of bad luck.
Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that?
I think I'm going to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there.
I for one don't think he might have bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh?
Well, that does sound interesting. Can I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
We don't work for you. We work for the guild. He's not a bracer. Huh, could you ever? So it is settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this?
Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur around like you around is going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group.
That's the kind of line that really gets me worried.
But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Of course I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured.
Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down.
I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you.
Tell us?
Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapons shop and orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences.
What?
So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. We best do what we can in an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do that. I'll send payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses.
I have a feeling that the army's going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens.
Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits.
Oh, no, Joshua. You leak as much information as you've got. You leak false information. And they will kill their mole because they're unreliable. That's what you do. You feed them a load of bollocks so they get killed. I'm not a psychopath. I assure you I'm not.
Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best that we keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence.
Alrighty, my bosom companions. Shall we head to the South Block?
Look, buddy, who made you king of the show?
Indeed, Estelle. Who made him king of the show? So, we managed to find the airship. We've got ourselves thrown in jail. And now we found ourselves being punished by being forced to carry around a spoony bard. Our torment knows no bounds. We are going to pick this up next week. We're going to move it back to the Wednesday slot, to the Tuesday slot. It's going to be back the same time next week, 8 p.m. GMT. But we are nowhere near done. We are going to be quadrupling down. There's 2 more streams left this week. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. GMT, we are back with our randomizer of Gran Turismo 4. And then on Thursday, it's All Hallows stream. As in out in space, no one can hear us stream when we play Dead Space Remake. Until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And I've got to suffer doing the voice acting for that spoony bard. God help me.